right, so when you're ready, finding a comfortable seat for meditation. Maybe that's in a cross-legged position, maybe that's kneeling, maybe that's extending the legs forward or sitting in a chair. And then let's move into Gyan Mudra, so bringing the pointer finger and the thumb together, and then just extending the other 3 fingers forward, resting the back of the hand down onto your lap. And when you're ready to turn into your inner world, closing the eyes, going inside. So using this mudra to connect with the wisdom within. And checking in with the layers that make up this experience. From the boundary of the body, the skin of the body, the skin receptors, inward to the mind, any thoughts, any stories, without labeling or judging, just checking in, just noticing, just sitting in the seat of the witness. Feeling into the heart and the belly, any feelings, any emotions that are coming forward for you today in this moment. And then honing that awareness to the breath. So with no separation of the layers, just all interweaving into one streamline of energy as we breathe in and breathe out. Just noticing the texture and the quality of the breath. And how that may be a reflection to the mind, to the heart, to sensation. And for today, focusing on the word contentment. How can we cultivate peace and ease wherever we are in our experience on this journey in life? For all of us right now, we are deeply in uncertainty. And so we slow down and work to find some pause between thought. That in that space, that pause, lies peace and ease, lies contentment. Santosha. So when you hear the word contentment, what comes forward for you? And without creating a story, just noticing, just accepting. If you notice that the mind is creating a story or spiraling into thought, then just come back into the breath. Just breathing in and breathing out into any feelings. And finding contentment really just means to pour ourselves into reality, into the moment. The true gift that we've been given is just to be here now. And that doesn't mean that we can't have goals or things to strive for, but we don't get fully caught up in the goals. We don't let it take over our life and take our mind outside of our body. Instead of saying, I will be happy when I make more money, or I will be happy when I lose this weight or gain this weight. Right? We step away and appreciate what we have right here, right now. The true essence of standing in our light and our love. Breathing in and breathing out. Contentment. Inhaling peace. Exhaling ease. Inhaling peace. Exhaling ease. Inhaling peace. Exhaling ease. When you're ready, you can release the mudra, the hand mudra, just turning the palm of the hands down to ground for a moment. We'll We'll begin to blink open the eyes, to steady the gaze. Let's find a little bit of movement with that intention of contentment. So when you're ready, let's come into child's pose. And so this flow is going to be really earthy and low, giving you the opportunity to pause in possibility with that support of the earth. So starting to come into that Ujjayi pranayama, if that's part of your practice. Just finding a deeper, longer, more controlled breath, really filling and emptying the lungs. And already the breath is awakening every cell within the body. When you're ready on an inhale, just come onto the fingertips, lift the elbows, lift the forearms. You could rock the head a little side to side, massaging temple to temple. And then grounding the hands down, we're going to walk the hands over to the right side of the mat, stretching through the left, bowing third eye to mat. Pressing left hip to left heel, full stretch. Next inhale, we'll crawl our way, passing through center to the other side as you exhale, finding that right side body bend. A big stretch from hip to fingertips. Next inhale, we'll come back forward, reaching the fingertips to the front of the mat. Take that bow, Balasana, child's pose. And then plugging into the hands as you inhale, start to rise, all fours, table position. On an exhale, let's press back, hips to heels, bowing heart to mat. And then pressing into the hands, inhale to rise, maybe press into a little cat shape, an arch of the spine. And then we'll take it back, exhale, maybe passing through that cow, drop the belly, bow down. 2 more times, inhaling to rise, use the press of the earth through the body. Exhale, send it back. This next time as you inhale, come forward, tuck the toes. You can stay with that table or begin to lift into plank pose. And then as you exhale, drop the knees. Keep the toes tucked, just press back like a child's pose. Again, inhaling to rise, plank, lift knees into thighs. Exhale, drop knees to mat, press back, hips to heels. 3 more times. Inhale, come forward and lift. Exhale to lower, press back. Again, inhale. Exhale. This next time as you inhale, rise into your plank pose. And we'll pause. Again, knees can always be to the mat. Hug in through the forearms. Really magnetize the front body to the back body. The back body is lifting up towards the sky. Gaze a little forward. We'll take 1 more inhale. And then as you exhale, take it back into downward facing dog. So this is about as high as we're going to go. A moment to explore downward facing dog. You can bend the knees and pedal the feet. You can lift a leg and stack a hip.
Starting to work your way into a static shape, with the arms and the legs carrying equal weight. Arms pressing forward, legs pressing back, hips lifting high to help carry some of that weight, with the chest pressing back towards the thighs. Beautiful. Next inhale, lift the heels, wave back forward into plank pose. And then as you exhale, drop the knees, coming into table position. From your table on an inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart for cow. And then as you exhale, round into cat, press the earth away, curl to self. Again, inhaling to open, like you're drawing energy, heart, throat, third eye. Exhale to press, turning that energy back into your center. One more inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, finding that table pause. Almost like you're moving into a cat pose. Start to hug the low belly in. Engaging through the bandhas, that lift of pelvic floor, belly to spine, and up towards the heart. We'll start to extend the right arm forward, and if you'd like, adding in the left leg. If you're pressing back through that left foot, lead through the heel, turn all 5 toes down. We'll take another inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to curl, tapping elbow to knee. Inhaling to lengthen, to extend. Exhale to round, little tap underbelly. Inhaling to reach. Exhaling to round. One more inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, find your way back out through the arm and the leg. Set the right hand to the mat. Like a modified side plank, turn the right toes to the right, step the left foot to the back of the mat, float your left arm towards the sky. Good. You can reach that left arm up and overhead, turning the palm of the hand down, curling the heart towards the sun. And as far forward as you're reaching through the left fingertips, you're equally pressing back through the knife edge of that left foot. Gazing down, next inhale, we're going to rise, reaching the right arm up and overhead. Left hand slides down that left leg. And then as you exhale, take it back. Right hand to mat, left arm up and overhead. Good, so inhaling, we'll lift, using your center, side body. Exhale and lower. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhaling to lift. And as you exhale, circle the hands down, come back onto all fours, table position. Let's drop the hips over to the right side. To the heels, to the left, to the wrist. You could walk the hands a little more forward to widen your circle. Just linking breath to movement. Inhaling forward, exhaling back and down. And then we'll come back into that table position. And so all the outer creases and corners hug in. Right, there's that squeeze in. Turning the crease of the elbows to the front of the room. And then extending the left arm forward, maybe the right leg back. And reaching in opposite ways. So it really doesn't matter how high you lift the arm and leg. You're just searching for length here. We'll take another in-breath. And then as you exhale, start to round and tap. And inhaling to take it back. Exhale to round. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. Last time, exhale to round, to tap. Inhale to take it back. This time as you exhale, dropping your left hand to the mat, right leg extends back. Ground through the heel, knife edge of foot, sweep that right arm high. And maybe your right arm reaches up and overhead. You can gaze out underneath your right arm. An equal giving and receiving of the earth to the body to the earth. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, gaze down. And then on an inhale, we're going to rise. Again, left arm up and overhead. Right hand slides down that right leg. And then as you exhale, lower back. Left hand to mat, right arm up and over. Again, inhaling to lift. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This next time, inhale, rise, reaching that left arm up and over, full side stretch. Exhale, hands circle to mat. Take it back, that table position. Those hip circles in the opposite way, over to the left, to the heels, to the right, to the wrists. Making this movement as big as you'd like, taking up as much space as you'd like. Just continuing to ride the wave of the breath. Just a reminder that we ride the wave of life, knowing that we have everything that we need within us to move through any challenges, any changes with grace. When you're ready, pressing back into child's pose, hips to heels, take a bow. A moment to surrender, to give over to that peace, give over to that ease of contentment that you are right where you are. Next inhale, let's rise back onto all fours. Let's step the right foot forward, moving into a low lunge. Right foot forward. Pressing the pelvis forward, the hips forward. Hug in through the legs, right? So that right heel and left thigh, even though they're grounded, or squeezing in towards one another. Starting to get light on the fingertips, you can stay here, or start to take the hands to that front thigh or all the way up towards the sky. Pulling low ribs in, finding length from side body, all the way out of fingertips if arms are lifted. We'll take one more full breath in. And then as you exhale, let's take a twist to the right. You have options here. Hands can come together. You can hook that left arm outside of right thigh. Or move into a dragonfly, right hand inside of or left hand inside of the right foot, right arm high. So wherever you're wanting to go here, just starting to rotate the left ribs to the right side. Stacking right shoulder on top of left. Hugging in through the outer hips. Next inhale, we'll release. Dropping both hands inside of your right foot, heel toe the right foot to the right. Moving into a lizard lunge, you can stay on the hands. You could drop down onto the forearms. Just a few breaths here. So we're not staying too long in each pose. About 20 seconds or so, enough to imprint, to fully feel. And then when you're ready, pressing back onto the hands if you're not there. Heel toeing your right foot center of the mat, right hand outside of the right foot. Shifting the hips back into half split pose. Pull all 5 toes of that right foot towards the knee. Right hip back, left hip a little forward. We'll take an inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. It's reaching the crown of the head towards the toes, towards the front of the room. Noticing any spark or lighting in the belly of that right hamstring. Next inhale, we'll rebend that right knee. Tuck the back toes and then crawl your way to the left side of your mat. Moving into Santosha and Ninja, bending into that left knee, right leg is straight. Just taking a little pause, feeling into the inner lining now of that right leg. And then dropping your seat all the way to the mat. Taking your right hand to your left ankle, keep the left knee into chest. And then reach your left arm up and over, so a side body bend, like you're reaching your left fingertips towards your right toes. It doesn't really matter how far you go. Right? We're just working to feel something. And finding contentment around your pose, around how far you can go. And next inhale, we'll start to rise. Let's slide the sole of that left foot to the right inner thigh. Turn your body over your right leg. Take an inhale, in breath. Exhale and fold. All right, you can take hands either side of the right ankle. You could reach for the foot or beyond. And another inhale, exhaling to lower. Pressing foot into thigh, thigh into foot. Building that relationship of skin to skin. Next inhale, we'll start to rise. Taking the left hand behind the left hip. We're going to press into that left shin, the right heel. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Sweep your right arm up and overhead. Beautiful. Big breath. And leading from the hips, the heart, throat, third eye. Taking one more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower. Hips all the way to mat. Hugging that left knee into chest, left foot stamps down. Either hands in front or hands to heart center. See if you can press, lift your seat. Yeah, and then we're going to crawl all the way to the top of the mat. Let's step back into plank pose. Take an inhale in plank. And then as you exhale, come all the way down to the belly. Elbows stay pulled into side body. Come on to the tops of the feet, lengthen through the legs. We're going to keep the hands right underneath the shoulders. On an inhale, start to lift, cobra pose. Low ribs to mat, pelvis heavy. A slight squeeze of the seat. Exhale to lower and bow. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale to lift, to rise. Hugging muscles to spine. Exhale to lower. Good. 1 more time. Inhaling to lift. Right, full breath in. The lungs support the lifting. Exhale back to mat. Pressing into Balasana, child's pose, hips to heels, arms extend. Take a full breath in. A full breath out. Next inhale, we'll rise, table position, and let's switch sides. So from here, stepping that left foot forward. Left foot forward. Pausing on the fingertips, press forward through the hips. Again, hugging in through the legs when you're ready, finding your expression, your variation. So there's that equal balance of ease and effort and contentment.
Right? If you start to lose your peace, you press into strain, then it's your body's way of telling you to back off. Next exhale, we're going to take that twist to the left. Again, hands can come together, heart center. Right? Left arm outside or right arm outside of left thigh. Or that little dragonfly. Right hand to the mat, left arm reaches. Taking one more inhale. As you exhale, we're going to drop the hand down. Bring both hands inside of that left foot for lizard lunge. Heel toeing the foot to left, toes can turn up in either hands or forearms. Pressing your way back onto the palms, heel toeing your left foot to center. And then we're just going to straighten that leg, that half split pose. Flexing through the foot, take an inhale and lift, a little scissoring of inner thighs. Exhale and fold. And breathing in and breathing out. That's all we're here to do. And we'll rebend that left knee. And coming into a lunge, crawling your way into Skandasana, that ninja on the right side. So bending into the right knee. Maybe flipping those left toes up towards the sky. And then coming all the way down to your seat. Taking your left hand to right ankle. Right arm reaches up and overhead. A big side body stretch. Let that right knee, right thigh reach away from the body as you stamp the right foot down in support of the body. Next inhale, we'll lift. Bringing the right foot to left inner thigh. Turn your body over that left side. Take an inhale. Exhale and bow. And you can just press heel of the hands to the earth to pull the chest, the heart forward. And next inhale, we'll rise. And taking the right hand behind the right hip, pressing into the right shin, left heel, lift the hips up towards the sky, big breath in. Opening through the front side. And as you exhale, hips lower down to the ground. Hug that right knee back into the chest. Stamp the foot into the mat. Hands can be down or hands to heart center. Press, lifting through your seat. Yes, and then we're going to crawl our way back to the front of the mat. Stepping into plank pose. And as you exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the belly. Again, coming back to the tops of the feet, locust pose, Shalambhasana, arms go back like airplane wings. The palm of the hands turn down. On an inhale, start to lift arms, legs, heart, and gaze. If this doesn't feel good in the body, just come back to that cobra pose. Right, so low ribs and hips to the mat. And like you're shooting energy from the center of the body out into your surroundings. We'll take one more inhale, lift to sky, and exhale to lower. Fully surrender, come onto one cheek. Release, release, release. Heels fall, seat is soft. Good. Coming into another round, chin to mat. This time, if you'd like, you could interweave the hands behind the low back. On an inhale, we'll start to lift. If you have that weaving of the fingers, maybe a little deeper stretch in the chest. And shining your light of awareness
Inhaling and exhaling. We'll take one more inhale. Exhale and lower. Coming onto your opposite cheek. Full resting. Deep breaths like a blanket over the backside of the body. And then from here, let's cactus the arms. Cactus the arms. And then we're going to bend that right leg. So like you're bringing the inner lining of the leg to the mat. Almost like you're coming into tree pose, but the ankle and the foot is right below the knee. Right? It's a gentle hip stretch and opening through the low back. The gaze can go the same way as that bent leg, or you can take it the opposite way. Inhaling peace, exhaling ease. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides, extending the right leg back, bending into that left knee. And breathe. For me, it's pretty easy to drop into that sense of contentment when I am giving over to the earth, when I am surrendering, whether that's just letting my body drop into gravity or actually being outside in nature, listening to the birds, the bees, the leaves. When you're ready, we'll extend that left leg back. And then from here, just flip over onto your back, hugging your knees into the chest. We're going to keep that right knee squeezed in, extend the left leg forward. Taking your left hand to right leg, let's take a twist to the left, rolling all the way onto that outer left hip. Right arm can grow wide. Maybe your gaze drops the opposite way. And as if someone was placing sandbags over the body, just being pulled right to left into the ground. Feeling in the mind's eye. When you're ready, hug that right knee back into the chest. Another squeeze. And then switching sides, left knee in, right leg forward. When you're ready, taking that twist to the right. And next inhale, we'll rise. Hugging the left knee in. We'll squeeze the right knee in to meet. And then just start to rock forward and back along the spine, maybe 3 to 5 times. Just massaging the back body. And then we're going to come all the way back upright to our seat. So maybe you grab hold of your blanket, your book, your block, if you want that elevation. Again, sitting tall,
Coming back into Gyan Mudra, the pointer, the index finger, and the thumb together. Extend the other fingers forward. Back of the hands to the legs. And closing the eyes with the full weaving of the outer atmosphere and your inner atmosphere. Contentment, Santosha. As we lead with this mudra of wisdom, right? That intuition, that deep body knowing. Let's also link a mantra of Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May we cultivate ease and peace through challenges and through changes, to cultivate ease and equanimity. So inhaling Om, exhaling Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. 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 Two more. Inhaling Om, exhaling Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Inhaling Om, exhaling Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Noticing the buzzing, the humming, your own unique vibration. Bring the hands together at heart center. Taking a bow, chin to chest, chin to heart. Much, much gratitude. Thank you guys for joining me for a pause out of your day. Namaste.